Video Defective here. Today I'm doing a video on a particular fix, a car fix, something new. What happened here? This is a 2003 Ford Focus ZX5. While driving to work, I noticed that I had a pipe hissing. When I went under the car to check out what was happening, because I could hear some drippage, turns out there was water and coolant leaking. While checking under the car, I realized that there was leakage coming right from the center, not from the side where the coolant is or any of the hoses, but right down from the center. Now, this fix that I'm about to detail can be done with the hood up. I checked to see if there was any coolant, which there isn't. It's completely empty. It all fell out. I traced all the pipes to see where they were going, to see if there was any leakage. All the pipes were fine. What happened is, if you look here, this little part, this broke. This is the problem. This is where the leak happened. It rusted through, broke this part off, leaked from, water started pouring out from here. And now I have to go buy a new part. Now this part, after checking at all different locations, it was $50 roughly. I checked AutoZone, Pet Boys, Car Parts USA, any little website. You can probably have it shipped to you if you want to wait, and that would be a lot cheaper. You're talking like $5 to $10, maybe even cheaper than that, but you can get a brand new thermostat housing sent to you for much cheaper. This is going to be amateur hour. I went on YouTube and I looked up what I needed to replace, which was a thermostat housing. So this thing has 4 hoses connected to it. One right here, one down here, this guy, one going under it, and then one which I already disconnected, which is actually this guy here. So what I had to do to get to it was remove this here, which was my battery housing. Now I already removed the battery just to get a better angle at it, and the air box. So the air box is here. So I've already removed some screws from this as well. Trust me, these things are more properly secured. This guy is connected into here. So here's the thermostat housing, and I just removed the pipe. These are the 3 bolts right here you need to remove. There's 1, 2, and then if you can barely see it, that little guy right there, 3. So I'll remove those. Before removing the hoses, leave the bolts attached so that you can remove the hoses easier. But otherwise, this sat there, like I said, nice and flush, and you have to move a couple things apart, such as making sure that you have an extension to remove the bolts, because it's going to be sitting right on this copper pipe here where the nylon is. And yeah, it was actually quite simple to remove. Here it is. I took the gasket out and threw it away because I don't need it, but this crack right here, this is what you're seeing. This guy right here broke and is causing all the fluid to leak out. So here's the new guy. I got it at Pet Boys. Actually, no, sorry, got it at AutoZone. Either way, you can get it any location. As you can see, shot for shot, old one, new one, with the gasket inside, and also not broken. Most important thing, not broken. Thermostat's inside as well. Okay, so there's the new thermostat housing on there with the same existing bolts, because this didn't come with any other bolts, so don't lose those guys. There's 3 of them, remember that. 1, 2, 3. So this one right here is this hose. Then if you look down, I got this hose that goes on there, and then there should be one more, which is, oops, should be one more right here, this little loose guy. Barely see it, but that's it. Okay, and then you got this guy back here with the factory clamps still on it, and I already actually put that guy on first. As you can see, I tightened it down right there. Yeah, and this is the view without the battery housing and without the air box, so I had room to work and get in there. It's a little pain in the butt. It's actually quite easy, so definitely do it yourself. Keep the hood up, kind of fixed, as long as you just trust and believe. But yeah, so now I'm gonna put back on the air box here and battery housing and battery. And before I get this thing going, to make sure there's no other leaks, I'm gonna put some water back in the coolant box.